What up, you guys? It's Rafael, and I run an online TCG business, topsecondcollectibles.com, from the basement of my house in good old Illinois. And in this channel, I show you the ins and out of running an online TCG business, as well as collecting, investing, and navigating the TCG market as a whole. Today, we are talking about the booster bundle displays and the craziness that played out this past week with those. If you've been living under a rock, the booster bundle display is essentially 10 booster bundles in a sealed, packaged, sealed display. These displays were very scarce, and they seem to be correlated with specialty sets, because for the entire Scarlet and Violet era, only Prismatic Evolutions, Paldean Fates, Shrouded Fable, and there's one more, 151, has them. They are scarce because US distribution did not get them. If somebody did get them, were very, very few, very limited. The majority of them were getting the 25 booster bundle cases and not the displays. Europe did get them, the prismatic ones. 151 was sprinkled in the US. Shrouded Fable appears like almost nobody got them. Paldean Fates, I think it was a Europe exclusive too. So back in the summer, I made this video and I titled it The Ultimate Investment of 2025, and I really thought it was the biggest investment that you could probably put your money in 2025, and I gave you my reasons as to why I thought this, and I said I put my money where my mouth is and I am buying them. That video got a good amount of traction. It got like 1.3k views at the time, which is a lot for a channel this small. It was such a hot take. I got some mixed feedback from a lot of people, but it was such a hot take that Opossum Bot, you guys know Opossum Bot, the guy with the headphone and the mic on his hand talking commentary YouTuber. I was featuring his video when he's like mimicking or mocking YouTubers, investors, right? And by the way, the links will be in the description below if you want to go check out that video and Opossum Bot's video. But fast forward to last week, just last week on Monday, Losagenomics and Eli went on a live and they were talking about this. They were talking about these displays. And then right after that, Alex made a video, Losagenomics made a video talking about the Paldean Fates display, looking at the prices, comparing it to 151 and Prismatic Evolutions, and appearing like there's a mismatch, there's a disconnect in the value. And he simply said, I believe that either these are overvalued or this one is undervalued. And the market took that information and essentially decided that Paldean Fates was undervalued and blew it out of the water and basically went into the market and started buying them out. Shortly after that, Pookie Chalk, Team Rocket Joy, everybody started to make videos about it. Even Rudy from Alpha Investments, 20 plus years on YouTube, 50 plus years in the cardboard world. Yeah, that guy, he made a video about that too. It's because he woke up to a lot of people wanting to buy them. Now, this is not a I told you so video, because I quite honestly did not know they were going to go this crazy. I saw the potential and I saw a little bit of profit that could potentially come out from a sealed product that could be a collectible item in the future, because they look great. I have them displayed here on my shelf as I like to collect sealed product, and they look great. There's no booster box for 151 Prismatic, so I said, hey, this is 60 packs in a sealed, nice little display. It's got the Mew, the 151 has the Mew, the Prismatic has the Eevee in them. They look great. I even got the Shrouded Fable. I bought Shrouded Fable for $250. Actually, it was like $245. I'll put a screenshot of that here. It was like $245 shipped. That's below MSRP per bundle. They're going for like, I don't even know for what they're going for now. But this is me telling you that this is not sustainable. This type of market, this type of behavior, this type of buying, and a week or two later, it increases in value and your collector app is blowing out of the water with value and profits. It is not sustainable. It does seem that we have a little more to go in this bull market, but I do want to warn everybody that you need to start being more mindful how you're putting your money, how you're investing your money into a lot of these things, because you don't want to get caught up in a downturn market when things change. Now, I'm going to show you what the displays are doing right now and what's left of it, because I think it's pretty fascinating what's going on right now. So let me show you. All right, up first, we have the Paldean Fates bundle display, right? I know the picture looks like 10 bundles, but it's the display, right? It's $1,600 right now. This thing, when I made that video, was $600, $700. You could have picked this up for $600, $700 at the time. It has double and more in just matter of, what's that, a month and a half? July to August. Yeah, a month and a half, double and more. And they were available. They weren't that many, but they were available at the time. People had them available. Your local Facebook market had them available, right? And look at this. There's only 19. And if you guys been paying attention, inventory, low inventory usually means value. Prime example, we talked about this before, Rebel Class. Rebel Class booster boxes are now more expensive than Silver Tempest and Astral Radiance. And yet the set, it's only valued at like $500 for the entire set. Let that sink in. And out of these 19 sellers, it seems like these are open, these are open, these are open. So it's actually not, it's probably more like 17 available right now. And once we shoot through the first 6, 7, or 8, we're starting to look at 1,800 to 1,900 per bundle. And like I said, it's very scarce, right? So 151 booster bundle, same deal. The 1 year, it's looking like 146%. Now, here's a really interesting one, and you need to pay, if you have any positions of this, you need to pay attention to this, because there's 531 of them. But wait a second. But wait, when we look under the hood, there's a shop here that owns 518. And if you go look at my video that I made in the summer where I talked about these, I noticed this was there. This 500 quantity was there from this same seller, and the price was different. So every time these sell out, this person keeps moving their price up. So there will only be a 500 quantity available in the market up until he decides to actually sell them, or he or she, whatever the shop is doing. But they're holding a good chunk of them for 151. And if you know 151 is going out of rotation here in March, you know what happens then. And you also know what happens with Paldean fades. I'm just going to leave it at that. So when you remove those 518 that this person keeps pushing up, you're left with what? 15? 12 maybe available? So that's 151. Prismatic Evolutions. Prismatic Evolutions has seen over the course of a year a 12%. Well, I guess it's been out. Hasn't been out for a full year yet. So 4% the last 6 months, 9% the last 3 months, and it's 16 of them available in the current market, sitting at 1,300, and 9 of them are actually no bundle, just packs. So we don't have 16. We have what? What's that? 9, 7. We have 7 available. Actually, I lied. We have 6. That one's loose packs. So we have 6. 1,300, and 2,000 for the Prismatic Evolutions sealed display bundle. Yeah, there was more than this before. Like 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago, there was more inventory than this. Shrouded Fable. Shockingly, as I was preparing for this video, you guys want to take a comment down below. Let me know how many you think there is. TCG Player doesn't have a photo for this, by the way, but this is the bundle display. Comment down below and let me know how many you think. I'm gonna wait for it. I'll give you 2 seconds. Take a wild guess how many there are. You probably already know by looking at this photo. There's 0, guys. There's none. There's none available on TCG Player for these. And I know Shrouded Fable is not a great set. Nobody likes it. The Houndoom is garbage. Like, nobody likes the cards in it. It doesn't matter what the set is. For a collector, if they're collecting the entire set of Scarlet and Violet, they're gonna want Shrouded Fable to complete their collection. And if you have it as a sealed ETB, a sealed item will hold value over time when there's not much supply. Again, going back to the Rebel Class scenario, that happens. So we look at eBay for what they have available, and we see that there is one available for 510, but it's a bid. You have a day and 23 hours left to bid on that, but I don't know what the value of this is because there's none available, right? So this person is just bidding, see how much he can get for it. There's one person here for 1,500, and that is basically it. Everything else is loose bundles. There's 2 on eBay, the largest reseller marketplace in the world. There's 2. And if we look at last sold on eBay, we do see that some of them, August 28th. So this one, it seems to be from the UK, 580, August 28th, 560, August 25th. They were selling before a couple weeks ago for 500 each, 600 each. But again, when we have the level of scarcity that we have with these now, we really don't know what the price point can be. All right, so as you can see, it's looking pretty bad in terms of inventory for those. And again, I just want to give a fair warning that this is not sustainable, right? There's a famous saying by a very, very known character, Warren Buffett. You guys know who that is. And it's a pretty known saying. And it goes, be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy. There's so much greed right now. People are spending thousands of dollars, waiting a week or two, making profit. They're buying a 90% market. They are buying and buy. So many posts on the Facebook groups I've seen lately. Willing to buy, WTB, buying. There's more buying than there is. I mean, there is selling. People are selling a lot of their time, taking profits right now before the holidays, getting ready for Christmas and all that. But there's a lot of buying happening right now. There's a lot of people moving a ton of money. Car Party is coming, Collecticon is coming, the last couple of shows of the year, they're preparing for that. And then we have Black Friday, we have the 30th anniversary, we have Phantasmal Flames next month. We have so much going on. We have the issue with supply of the Mega Evolution set that is going to be divided in 60% and 40%. That's going to cause some level of headaches for a lot of people. It's probably going to cause headaches for me. I don't know how much I'm going to have available to give to the shop. The whole Japanese thing with the tariffs, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I skipped on Mega Symphonia and Mega Brave, and I usually never thought I was gonna do that, but I am such a small shop that I can't take a hit, an unknown hit in tariffs. Some people can withstand a hit. I don't want to take risk, and when I don't want to take risk, and I feel like I can't minimize the risk because there's a factor of the unknown, I'd rather step away, let the market do what the market want to do and what the government wants to do with tariffs. Once it's all settled, I'll get back in with the Japanese product. So because there's a lot of greed right now, this is the time for you to be fearful, aka mindful of you. I'm not saying completely exit the market. Phantasmal Flame is going to be a great set. Just be mindful of what you're buying. And if you think that you're going to need these funds in the future, be mindful of how much you're spending. Do not over leverage yourself. If you have credit card, if you've been buying Pokemon with credit cards and you have a balance, start thinking about focusing on crashing that down. That needs to be zero before the holidays. Before Phantasmal Flames and before Black Friday rolls around, you need to have that at zero because we don't know what's going to happen after that. We don't know when the 30th anniversary set comes out. There's still time, right? I'm probably preaching this negativity a little bit early, but I see it. I see what, it's happening with all these PSA 10 slabs, what's happening with booster bundle displays, booster boxes, and the Sword and Shield era. And we got Destined Rivals pushing higher than 320 now. We have Obsidian Flames is now the #1 PC ETB at 850, I think I saw. That's insane. That's crazy. Maybe there is value there. Just the promo, the scary in the box, and the stamp promos of the Scarlet Valley era. I'm going on a rampage now, but yeah, I hope this video was helpful to somebody out there. And if you did pick up the $600, $700 booster bundle displays, if you really need the money, I would say take profits right now. If you don't, then just hold, man. Just hold it. You're gonna do just fine after the holidays. That's my personal opinion, not financial advice, like I always tell you guys. So yeah, as always, stay positive, keep your head up, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.